It's very clear that we're about to see some very fun things in the crypto market, and the race is on. Right now, people are racing to accumulate as much as they can before everybody knows what the hell is going on. Now, what I will say is that retail is actually hanging around. In fact, after we saw just a little bit of downturn in retail excitement, it is back. And I want to show you guys or tell you guys exactly what I mean and show you guys just a couple things going on right now. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So we've done a great job over the last several days here. And what I mean by that is, yes, we obviously had a drop. We had a really good bounce back day yesterday. SHIB fighting to try to stay obviously above this trend. Beautiful retest, might I mention. And right now we're sitting right on the edge of this again with the green candle day. And if you guys haven't noticed, at least at the time of filming this video, and hopefully this is the case by the time that one, this comes out, but two, by the time we close this daily candle, we have actually set a little bit higher of a low. And it's like we've talked about for most assets in the crypto space. We're trying to build this inverse head and shoulders. The SHIB one's a little bit more wonky, right? We're a little bit of descending here, but still structurally sound. And now could we be on the verge of, that little pop and extension to the upside? That's the big question here. Despite BTC going on a drop last night, SHIB actually did a pretty good job of holding resilience here. Now, this could turn into actually a massive green candle, a massive green hammer day in terms of BTC, which is a huge bullish reversal signal. And obviously, there's very thin liquidity. We've seen a lot of these days where SHIB has just popped and done a very nice run to the upside. I think the next thing we're going to try to target is this 200-day moving average. We're so close to this 20-day. I'm not sure if we're really going to face much resistance here. Definitely not as much as we did down in these ranges. Again, we're in some of the thicker concentrations of ranges where holders accumulated. This is basically where the biggest batch of SHIB holders bought. And it's where we also, again, flip over 50% of holders in profit. But right now, what you're seeing is that not a lot of people are unwilling to, or that not a lot of people are willing to unload in these ranges. Now, what I will say is that people right now are racing. They're racing to get as much as they can. We're seeing it in terms of SHIB. We're seeing it in terms of other assets in the space. And the reason why is we're getting very close to an ETH breakout here. Okay, so this is our resistance from this entire market cycle for Ethereum. It's actually right at about $4,100 or so. You guys can see we touched this all the way back in March of 2024. We touched this again here back in the early part of December of 2024. And right now, ETH is on a quest to touch this once again. Why this is such a big deal is, guys, the touching of this would also coincide with that SHIB ETH bottom like we talked about. It would coincide with the bottoming and SHIB dominance as well. So everybody right now, I think, is realizing that once ETH hits this and breaks through this resistance and sets a new cycle high, that is where things can get very lively in the crypto market. Okay, that's why you're seeing institutional players just continue to smash the buy button. That's why whales over the last 2 weeks have bought $4.18 billion worth of Ethereum. It's not really a surprising thing. And guys, when we reference back to this SHIB chart here, right, the one that we're tracking very closely, what SHIB holders or whales have done here in 2025, it's starting to accelerate. Yes, June was kind of just kind of a whatever month, right? But we've now enveloped June. We're on pace right now to actually have one of the largest whale accumulation months here in 2025. That's a pretty big deal. And guys, the race is on. Time is running out. Okay. This isn't to scare anyone. And yes, we've said this before that time's running out. And, a lot of times that's actually been the case, and we've started to see breakouts and moves. But what we're starting to see, back to these charts, is still just a lot of conviction in terms of whales and big accumulation taking place. Yesterday wasn't as big as the day before, not the 4.68 trillion, but still $359 billion, 359 billion Shiba Inu accumulated by whales. They're just buying and buying and buying and just smashing that button, guys. There's only so much supply to go around. We can only do this for so long until things just absolutely break open and run in the crypto market. Okay. BTC dominance continues to drop. Alts continue to show strength. Retail's paying attention. Did want to let everybody know that despite the day before, it actually just got a notification of SHIB crossing 40137. So that's a great sign. Despite us actually dropping to this point where it was Once again, only Coinbase in the top 200 free app downloads. We've seen Coinbase surge back to 149. We've seen Robinhood re-enter at 170. So retail's kind of hanging around. They're watching. They're downloading the apps. And it's a question of when do they do that final push and get all that money into the market. That's really the big thing we're waiting for. We're still waiting for, obviously, a lot of this capital that's on the sidelines to start to re-enter the space. We've had 3 days of green now where some money has flowed to the sidelines. And now we're kind of looking at that rotation of capital again. A lot of it flowing to altcoins from BTC. Altcoin resilience, while BTC shows just a little bit of weakness here. Again, just look at the solid sea of green despite the red there for BTC. It sure feels like we're kind of at that point, guys. Confidence is high in the markets. We're seeing a lot of trading volume. There's a lot of short interest still in the way. They filled in even harder after this last drop. So not sure what to say. It looks like the fun times are about to be upon us. And I hope everybody's taken a good enough opportunity to accumulate while price has been low. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.